Hello YouTube. I just want to show a breeding that I'm trying to put together. My two Amphilopus Citrinellus here. These two pretty much started to pair up in a community tank, and I decided to move some fish around and put these two guys in this space here. I pretty much want to see what I can get out of these two. These two were bred by me. Both of their mothers are off of King Midas, which makes these two guys grandkids of King Midas. Um, the female here is showing her bars, reverse bars, whatever you want to call it. She usually don't have bars, so I figured that she must be about to come into season. The male is kind of hiding behind that rock. I guess he hear my voice, and he's the whole little area here is new to these guys. I just moved them here yesterday. But yeah, he's been acting a little shy. He's not as outgoing since he's been in this tank as usual. But I just basically want to show my breeding efforts. Again, both of these fish here were bred by me. The female was born in January of this year, January 2017. So she's about 11 months old. The male back there was born in June of 2016. So he's well over a year. He was the last one to be removed from his mom, and this is his second day in his entire life of being separated from his mother. He was one of the fry that the only fry I was unable to catch when I was separated the fry from the mother. So I pretty much left him in there. Although she tried to kill him many times, she could never catch up with him. So he pretty much he's been around ever since. And I had his sister too, but I recently sold the sister to a buddy of mine's, Ray. I'm quite sure he'll do big things with her. And I had some ones that I had moved out when they were younger, out of his particular spawn. So I'm quite sure they're doing well, as well. But for now, he is the only one I have, and she is the only one I have out of her spawn as well. I had her spawn. Actually, it was my favorite spawn of all time. The fish in that spawn, I mean, and they young, but they gorgeous. The body structure on those fish, the temperament. It's the best breeding I think I've done so far. So I wanted to retain her genetics and put it with his genetics. Like I said, both of their parents, their mothers are off of King Midas. They weren't from the same spawn, but they both were down from King Midas. The King Midas fish, of course, is a nice line of fish. I think the female here shows more of the King Midas traits than the male here. But nevertheless, my male, I named him Triton, and he's pretty much he's a solid fish. He's still here. He's solid. He's solid. I'm waiting for him to mature a little bit more to see the finished product. I think he'll turn out to be an awesome fish once it's all said and done. His hump is a little down now. Like I say, he's a little uneasy in his tank. It's a little new to him. But the female here, I call her Sunkist. So we have Sunkist, and the male name is Triton. And Sunkist, of course, again, is sporting her bars. which may mean that she's about to come into season. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to kind of separate these two from the community tank. And my man Triton is the forgotten man. Basically, I had Triton been with his mother since he was born, and he just been on the back burner for the last year and a half. I really haven't thought too much of him. He just recently went through a growth spurt, and in the meantime, he hooked up with this little lady here. But he was pretty much the forgotten fish. I just had him and didn't really have any plans for him. Besides him just living his life out here, being just a couple that I have off of his mother. But him being the only one off of that particular spawn. I do have one off of a earlier spawn to Triton. Maybe I think that spawn was maybe born in May of 2016, and Triton spawn was born in June of 2016. So I'll probably wind up trying Triton with the other female too, but I think these two will probably hit it off, and maybe they'll be the driving force behind a lot of the new Citrinellus we may see in the hobby. She most definitely, and her the other fish in her spawn, they're most definitely put together right. So I'll put these guys in the divided tank that hopefully I could spawn. I could induce a spawn. On the other side, I move my fish silverback into this tank. Maybe they'll kind of show some aggression towards silverback, and that'll bring these two a little closer. We'll see though. Oh man, silverback is over there chilling. Silverback is a fish that he doesn't get along well with others. I'm just using him down for this to see if I can get these two to spawn, and then I'll be putting him in a 90-gallon community with some other fish that they just don't seem to get along with anyone. So it's pretty much going to be like a prison yard type of tank,